What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Creative podcast. It's your boy Bobby. Oh man. Ah, it's hard to show my face right now, but looks like my prediction is not gonna go as I predicted. But god dang it was close. It was close. Astros pulled out Game 5. But before we get into it, again, man, appreciate you guys' support, love. Please continue to like, subscribe, comment. We're engaging with our followers. We're engaging with anybody. Let's keep this going. Let's get into it. Oh, man, this was a tight game. Another tight game. And Justin Verlander started, so he didn't pitch well the first games, and he was thinking that he would bounce back. He had an okay game. He had an okay game. Let's pull up the graphics. Pull up the graphics. Let's pull up. There we go. The box score. I'm sorry. Courtesy of ESPN. Shout out to ESPN always providing us with information. But so yeah, see the score 3-2.
We started out around 1959.
There we go. Apologize. Start. It was a tight game. Go back up. Come on. There we go. Tight game, as you can see. Joseph Verlander got the win. Pitched 5 innings, had 1 error, 6 Ks, 4 walks. The loss, Syndergaard, he was like one too long. 3 innings, 2 yards, 4 Ks, no walks. Shout out to Ryan Presley, man. He pitched his butt off. He had 2 innings in there. 1.2, but inning and a half. But I felt like he was in there for the last 2 innings. The way he was pitching, he was pitching with force. But 2 Ks, no walks, no ER. Man, it was another tight game. It was a couple of times where the Phillies had opportunities, especially in the 8th inning. Bottom in the 8th, where the Phillies did score. They had a runner on 2nd and 3rd, and it just opposite, 1st and 3rd, but they couldn't capitalize. Bottom of the 9th, man. I'll tell you what. If it wasn't the stars were in line for Bryce Harper, you're thinking that that Bryce Harper was going to knock out another home run and save the game. But man, the play that really saved the Astros was McCormick, man, center fielder. JT Realmuto, man, he almost saved the game again, like he did in Game 1. Where's this catch at, man? Let's see if we can. I don't want to run it for too long for copyrights, but I'm definitely going to show it because it was a hell of a grab. If he would have, and even he admitted, because he came off, they was talking to him after the game, and even he admitted, like, as soon as that ball came off that bat, he was like, "Oh, I thought that was gone." Let's see. Oh, right there. There it is, right there. 47 seconds. We're just going. Let's watch it. It was a 30-second there. We're not gonna do all that. But hell of a catch by McCormick. The ball, man, the way it came right off JT Realmuto's bat, I thought it was gone. I'm like, oh, we're tied. And then Bryce Harper's coming up. I mean, we got what? At that point, it's 1 out. I'm like, oh, this is it. But man, hit it straight between center and right field. Man, he jumped up at the warning track at the gate, jumped up and got it. I mean, hell of a catch, man. Defense. That's what the Astros do. I mean, let me not say that's what they do. But again, like I've been saying since the beginning of this predictions, beginning of the series, Astros are a well-rounded, well-sound team. I was relying on the bats of the Phillies, but hey, Astros have been keeping them quiet. They shut them out yesterday. They did a combined no-hitter. But this game, like I said, let's go back to the box score. This game, still relatively quiet. But it was tight, man. It was tight. Hey, shout out to the management, Dusty Baker, managing the game as he should. Very strategic in how he was managing the game. Definitely better than his past. I would say this is probably his best managed game as a whole series. He was managing. I'll tell you what, World Series on the line. He was managing to win because he knows the team. If he gets this win, they're going back to Houston, and they got 2 shots because the last 2 games are going to be played in Houston. So, I mean, hey, the Astros are up 3-2. They're going back home. I know it's going to be crazy here in Houston. I know the streets are going to be flooded. We already have bad traffic, so I know everybody's going to show up and show out. So, but I know tomorrow's a travel day, so I'm pretty sure they'll be playing. Let's see, next day they're going to be playing Sunday. Let's go to the schedule for. Game 5. Yes, yep. Looks like we're playing on. Today. I'm sorry, I got Thursday. We're playing on Saturday. My apologies. I got my days all mixed up. So tomorrow's a travel day. We'll be playing game 5 on Saturday, and if needed, the Phillies pull it off. Because hey, again, they can pull it off. They did pull off game 1. So this is not by any means doesn't mean that the Astros are sealing the deal. Now having a home field advantage obviously helps, but by any means does not mean that they are not sealing the deal. But if the Phillies win, then they'll have a game 7. Which most people predicted. You know, even my fellow co-hosts, Adrian and Jeff, they predicted 7 games, Astros. So they predicted that. So hey, if it goes 7 games, hey, I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I think game 3 or 4 has a possibility, but hey, it just makes it more even exciting, and I can cover even more. So I love baseball. So hey, I'm hoping to go 7 games, not because of my picks, but just because it's going to be just that much more exciting. Other part is, hey, the other record's finally been broken. A team has finally won back to back. These were 2 teams in the postseason that didn't lose back to back games, and the Astros are the first in the not the first, but out of these 2 teams, to finally win a back to back game. So they got the momentum on their side. They're coming back to Houston. All the chips are in their favor. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the odds to win it, depending on who's pitching. I'm wondering. Well, Christian Javier pitched yesterday, so I'm wondering if he's probably going to save him for a potential game 7. But don't be surprised if you don't see Christian Javier again. Christian Javier was the pitcher that started the combined no hitter yesterday. But don't be surprised. Hey, if they're up, because again, it's the World Series. We need the pitchers to get rest, but it's about winning the chip. If Dusty coaches the way he coached today, aggressive, because Dusty coached aggressive. He coached to win. If he coaches like that, and he's up and he has a chance to close this out and get this ring instead of not going to game 7, you might see Christian again. You might see him again. So real quick before we close this out, I want to just kind of go over the box score. Again, not a lot going on. I mean, you look at the box 1 through 9. Both scored 1 in the first, 2, 3 zeros. Houston scored in the 4th, huge in the 4th inning by Pena. Got him a home run and made it 2-1, 5, 6, and 7th inning all zeros, and in the 8th inning 1. That's that 1 inning between the 2 of them. The Astros did pretty well. They had a couple of key hits. It started with the center field, a hit to the center fielder by Yuri. The center fielder was playing deep. Marsh. That's right, Marsh. Marsh was playing deep. It dropped in, and that's kind of the momentum switch right there. And they got a couple. They got 1 point in. Bottom of I said earlier in the video, bottom of the 8th, they had Phillies. Look, the Phillies had their opportunity. They really did. I mean, they had runners in position on the 8th, and they had some runners in position on the 9th. So they had the opportunities to win this game as well. It just didn't swing their way. But again, I mean, a real tight game. You can see the comparison between the two as far as hitting. They had opportunity. They just couldn't make it happen as far as the Phillies. But man. Shout out to the Astros. Hey man, Game 3 in Philly. That's a hostile crowd right there. There was fans. There was a video. There were fans sitting all the way on top of it. Like it was unsafe. It wasn't unsafe. It was unsafe. But I don't even know how they got up there. But it was way up top, just hanging. It's like 4 or 5 people just hanging. That's how crazy. I'm telling you, that's how crazy Philly fans are. Good Lord. But hey, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you what. I know I've been taking the Phillies the whole time. I'm just gonna continue to take the Phillies. I'm gonna ride it out. I'm taking the Phillies. I'm gonna take it because they did steal Game 1 in Houston. They're gonna be looking to bounce back. Depending on who's pitching, I'm not sure who's gonna be in the rotation yet. But I'm telling you, if not Garcia, but if Christian is pitching, that could be a problem. But I'm gonna take the Phillies. Because I want to see a Game 7. Who doesn't love Game 7? Game 7s are historical. I don't care what sport it is: basketball, football, basketball, baseball. There's no Game 7 in baseball. Football is one and done. The ultimate gridiron sport. But who doesn't love Game 7? So I want the Phillies to win, but I'll tell you what, the momentum that the Astros are going home with now, Astros got a really good chance of closing this out. They really do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But another great one. It's every game. Well, I'm not saying every game's been tight because
Flu symptoms hit harder than the common cold, so it takes the right.
Let's just close this out. There we go. Close that out. Another advertisement, but we're gonna do no advertisement. We're not getting it all, but another. I don't want to say another because last game they got shut out, so it wasn't close. It was 7-0, but this was another tight game for the series. So again, it wasn't a wide open game. It wasn't long wide open. Any team could have took it at any moment. So they had to play it tight. It was really going to be. You know what? This game was more about defense to me. This was the defensive game. And the Astros defense came out huge in the 9th inning. So bottom of the 9th inning. So shout out to the Astros. We coming back to Houston for Game 6. The Astros going to be looking to close it out. They're going to be looking to get their first World Series ring since 2017. So like I said, the city of Houston is going to be loud. They're going to be ready. We'll see what happens. So, but as always, I'm gonna be here to cover it. Not me. We appreciate you guys' support. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate our subscribers. Hey, we're gonna appreciate the future subscribers. Like, subscribe, get in the comments. Let us know what you think. Who you think is gonna win Game 6? Let me know. And if you wanna cream me for my predictions. Hey, get in. Let's talk about it. Because the Phillies were close. They were close. But if you want to see a Game 7, let me know in the comments. And this season, let me know what you're thinking. But as always, stay up, stay blessed. It's your boy Bobby from the Creative sportscast. I'm out. Peace.